Hello there. My name is Dana Atwood, and I'm from the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center. Today, we're going to be going over Google Chrome's features of its web store, and we're going to go over some apps and extensions. We're going to look at the difference between what an app is and what an extension is. We're going to go over a few that may be helpful to you, and we'll go from there. All right, first we're going to start with the web store, and then we're going to go with apps and then extensions. The Google Web Store, you can find apps, the extensions, different browser themes for Google Chrome within the Chrome Web Store. The Web Store icon has these 9 little boxes, and it also looks like a grocery bag with the Chrome logo on it as well. We're going to pop over and show you how to go to the Chrome Web Store. Click on Apps, and you can click Web Store. Or in your browser, you can type in chrome.google.com/webstore. So either by clicking the app icon, takes you to the web store, or typing in the URL. Both brings you to the Chrome Web Store. Once you're in the Chrome Web Store, you will be able to search for different apps or extensions, and if you wish, games or themes. In case you missed the URL, you can find this at the bottom, chrome.google.com/webstore. What can you do with Google Apps? You can use these apps to create documents, edit photos, play games, listen to music, and much more. There are 2 types of apps. There's apps that work like regular websites, for example, like Gmail or Google Calendar. Then there's also apps that work like software programs on your desktop, relying on certain features of Chrome. Example would be Google Keep, and I'll explain that and show that to you here in a little bit. There are some benefits of using apps. Apps they install quickly without having to restart your browser. Most times when you go to download something onto your computer, you need administrative access. And if the district that you're in or the company that you work for does not allow you to install anything onto your computer, this is different, as Google Chrome does not require any special privileges. Your apps are always available when you sync apps across multiple computers. Your apps are always up to date because they are hosted on the web. Apps won't crash your computer. If you have trouble with an app, you close its tab. Also, you can remove the app from your Chrome browser, and I'll show you how to do that. And you can easily find and open the app using the app launcher. And again, the app launcher looks like these 9 little boxes. Back to our Chrome Web Store. We already have apps highlighted here at the top, and here's extensions. We'll go over our extensions in a little bit. We're going to start with apps. And a few apps that may be helpful and friendly to use and fun. Not all the apps have to be strictly for work or productivity. You can have fun with them as well. In our app store, I'm going to search for an app that I know I do not have already on my computer. And it is called Sketchpad. So in the search for the store spot, I'm going to type in Sketchpad, hit enter. After you do your first search, Google breaks it down between apps and extensions and then themes. So if it sounds like it's anything remotely close to anything that Google's offering, it's going to show up here in different sections. So if what you're looking for doesn't show up within the first couple searches here under the apps, click on More App Results. This will strictly just filter this to app searches. It will not involve themes or games or extensions. And while you're in here, you can then look for the app that you're looking for. I know the one I was searching for, it was the first one that actually popped up here. When you find what you want, you can click on it to bring up more details. Once you do that, you'll be able to read an overview. You can click on these blue dots to be able to see some screenshots of the program. On the right, there'll be a description of what the program does, what this app will do for you. If there's a website available, you can click on website and it'll take you to the actual website of the company to be able to read more about them. Obviously, if this is a bad app or something that maybe bypassed the filter of Google, you can report it. It also gives you additional information such as the version, the last date it was updated, the size of it, and what language. You can click on Reviews, the next tab at the top, and take a look and review what other users have said before, if they like the program or if they don't. Support, if you have a problem with the actual app itself, you can talk straight to the developers. And related, Google goes out and searches for different programs that are similar to this. So if after you get done reviewing this, you're realizing that, oh, maybe this isn't exactly what I want, is there something else similar to this? Click on the Related tab, and you can glance through here and review different apps as well. I'm going to go back to my original one. From here, you can click Add to Chrome or Visit Website. I'm going to Add to Chrome. It asks me if I want to add Sketchpad, and I'm going to click Add App. What this does is it goes to your app launcher, and it automatically installs that app for you. From here, you can close that box and define that app. We're going to go back to our new tab. We're going to click Apps. And this is where all of our apps are that we currently have on our account. So these are all of mine. Obviously, I'm not seeing what I just installed. I can click the arrow sign over here, or I can click the second page down here. Either way, it's going to take me and let me look at the apps that I have on my account. Chances are it's going to add the last one I just added to the last page. Yep, there it is. And then from here, I can click on it. And what this app does is it opens up in my actual Chrome browser. When you open up an app for the first time, you will get a few different restrictions or questions that may pop up. It wants to know if it's okay to store files on this device. I'm going to click Allow. And then from here, I can use my app within my web browser. It did not download. I did not open up another program like Microsoft Word. This is strictly within my web browser. To close it, simply just close the X, click the X, and it goes away. I'm going to go back to my actual apps here. New tab and apps. And again, this is currently some of the apps that I have on my actual account right now. Again, you can click on the links or the arrows to toggle back and forth between the different pages, or you can click the bottom page markers. I'm going to go back to my web store here at the top. While we're in the web store and under apps, if there's an app that you're not sure of a name, but you're looking for something that it does that you would like more help with, or if you're looking to be more productive in a certain area, but you're not quite sure what you're looking for, you can come down to the new and updated apps and look through there. You can click the view all. Editor's pick, you can view all that are here under that. If you're looking for a different fun and games section, you can click through that. We have a stress reliever section, and any picture sections, picture apps that you would be looking for, there's a section for that as well. There's also music, financial apps, weather apps for your desktop, health and fitness, creativity, new popular apps, and hidden gems. We can go on for days with the amount of apps that we have listed in our Google Chrome web store. But let's say we're searching for something, maybe a to-do list. We'd like to start creating our own to-do list. So if you start typing in, let's just write to do. We'll see what comes up. I'm going to click More App Results. Under More App Results, I will have a wonderful list of several options to search through to be able to find a to-do list that would work for me. You can start with the top and scroll down. You can also select their rating section over here. So if you don't want to waste your time with maybe some new to-do list app that hasn't been discovered yet, you want something that you're for sure you know is going to work, great. You can click the 5-star rating here at the top, and it's going to search for all the to-do lists within the Chrome Web Store that previous users have given it a 5-star rating. Another thing to keep a visual on, if you notice, this What to Do app only has 1 review, but it's still listed as 5 stars. So obviously that person felt this app was pretty awesome. But also notice that this Wunderlist app has over 30,000 reviews with almost a 5-star rating. So to me, let's look at this one, but you can also scroll down and review all the other ones that are here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and I'm going to check it out and review it myself. Here are your screenshots again. You can mouse over, click the blue dots to give you a preview of what it looks like. You can read again to the right a little bit more about the app, some additional information. You can check out some of these reviews. You can click on helpful or most recent to sort it out a little bit there. Again, if you do download the app and there's an issue with it, you can click on support and have contact with the actual developer. And if you, after reviewing it, realize that again that this maybe isn't what you want, you can go back to related. But I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Chrome. I'm going to click Add App. As you see, it's installing again. So it installed to my app launcher. So I'm going to go back to my app page, and there it is. This app actually opens up and again, within our web browser. So we didn't have to download a separate software program. All of the apps are great because they actually run, again, within your web browser. You do not have to ask for admin passwords to install anything. Again, everything stays as most up to date as it can within your web browser. These apps are really something really amazing. Now it wants me to create a free account. So I'm not going to actually do that today, but you can scroll down and you can look through this. It shows you what devices you can access this app on and how it looks on the device and what you can do with it. Then from here, if you already have an account, click sign in. If not, create free account. Chances are this is a app that you don't have to log into all the time. Once you log in, you're already there, which is great. I'm going to close that tab, and then that closes that app. I'm going to close that tab as well. If you have multiple accounts that you use on your Chrome browser, such as different Gmail accounts, and you're logged into them, you can toggle back and forth between them by clicking this little drop-down arrow up here to the right. And then there's settings. Gear gives you all your apps you have now, the language, your location, and a few other options. If you're in the teaching area, CK12 is another great app. Of course, they may not come up since I already have them on my computer here. There it is. All right, CK12. It's an app to help students and teachers improve K through 12 learning globally by providing self-paced learning content and tools. And this is a great site for science classes and mathematics. I've had several math teachers and science teachers, biology teachers use this in their actual classroom. The students love this app. And so this is one to check out for sure. Again, that's CK-12. If you are a person that maybe records some different sessions, that maybe records a meeting or records your class for maybe a flipped classroom, Present Me is a great app as well that you can add to your Chrome browser to be able to use. You can record your presentation this way and share it with others later. It also works with PowerPoint, Prezi, Google Docs, and PDFs can be viewed on the desktop, on tablets, or mobile devices without having to install anything. So this is another app that I would. Okay, Google Keep. Google Keep is another great app that I love and I use on a daily basis. You can add to your Google Chrome. And what Google Keep is, it basically is a tiny little notebook that you can add notes, you can add pictures, you can add voice recordings, you can change the color of your sticky notes, you can share them with other coworkers, you can actually create a Google Doc from your sticky note. You can add checkboxes, you can, once you check that off, it crosses them off. It is a great app that I would suggest using. You can access this on your mobile device as well. There is a program that syncs with that when you download it from your Play Store, and I believe it works as well on your iPhone devices. I'm going to go ahead and launch my app. And this is what it looks like on your actual desktop. This is one that it downloads to your computer. Again, you still don't need to have administrative access. And what this does is it puts it on your desktop and you can open it up from there. You can click for a new note. You can title it. After work reminders. I'm going to make this a checkbox. I need to stop at store, run through the bank, and I want to change this to green. I'm going to add a reminder for later today. I'm going to pick the time and date. Today, I'm going to make this for 4:00 p.m. And I don't need it to repeat, and I'm going to go ahead and click save. So I added my reminder today at 4:00. I can share this with anybody in my domain or even outside of my domain. So if I wanted to put my personal email address in there, I could do that as well. Again, you can change the colors of your note up here at the top. You can add a picture. So say I'm going to add this picture. And added my picture to it. You can archive the note. You can click more options. You can add a label. I'm going to call this personal. You notice I added a little label right here. You can make a copy of this if there's stuff you want to add and change to it later. You can hide the checkboxes, so maybe I won't need the checkboxes after all. You can grab image text. And you can copy to a Google Doc. And what that does is it actually takes the whole note that you have, takes it to your Google Docs, and then from there you can do with it as you wish. If you're done and you really don't need this anymore, you can click the X. And it takes your reminder off. Or if you really don't want the whole note, you can just click delete note. And then it's moved to the trash. So again, your Google Keep downloads to your actual computer. It syncs all the time. You don't have very many options within here, but you can move your notes around and organize them for how you want to. You can automatically do a new list at first. You can automatically add a picture rather than going into your note first. You have a couple little features that you can download and look at through here. And here's your settings. Again, it's very limited with what you can do with the app. But the app is great in the aspect of being able to synchronize maybe a couple of your thoughts or a couple little notes you're going to jot down quick, or reminders that you have to take care of for later. And again, that's an example of an app that does not work within your web browser. It goes straight to your computer. If at any point in time that you have an app that's maybe not playing nice or you really don't have a use for it anymore, we're going to show you how to remove it now. Let's go back to our app section. And while you're in here, obviously go to navigate to the app that you no longer want. Right click and you have a couple more options. You can click to open it as a new window, remove from Chrome, app info, and create shortcuts. From here, we want to remove this app because it no longer suits our needs. We'll click remove and then remove again. And then it deletes it from your apps. Again, this is in your apps launcher. Right click, remove from Chrome, and remove. If this is maybe one that you don't want to remove, it gives you that chance and you can click cancel and it won't remove. Another great app is HP Print for Chrome. If you have an HP at home or someplace that you'd like to be able to print to, that's a good one to install as well. Google Maps is fantastic. Google Calendar should automatically come with your Google Apps. If not, I would still do that as well. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of apps in the actual Chrome web store. Take a look and browse through them yourself. Again, the new and updated apps, you can click on View All. And from here, it gives you a list of everything that's there. All right, we're going to switch over to extensions now. And with extensions, you can add them to your Google Chrome browser for more features and functionality. By using extensions, you can customize Google Chrome with features you like and keep your browser free of things you don't use. Again, Google extensions are installed within your browser. I'm going to close this and go back to our actual web store. You can get to extensions the exact same way you get to your apps. Again, I'm going to revisit that. New tab, apps, and web store. From here, we're going to click on extensions. And you can browse your extensions or browse extensions that you would like to add through here. If you look up here at the top of your Chrome browser under the where you normally close your account, you'll see I have a bunch of different little icons up here. These are the extensions that I currently have installed on my Chrome browser account. Again, these extensions do not require any administrator password to download anything onto your computer because it downloads it and installs it into your web browser. They're automatically up to date with your Chrome account, which is fantastic. Google Hangouts is a perfect example of an extension that you will want to make sure that you install. If you utilize the chat feature in your mail program at all, it's a great one to add to your account. And what this does, it gives you more of a graphical interface with your friends that you chat with or your coworkers. You have different emojis to choose from. You can add moving emojis or just stationary ones. Within that, you can also add and do separate video calls, or if you don't want to involve the video call, you can just do a regular phone call with it as well. But again, Google Hangouts is a extension that I love and I use on a daily basis. And you can then, while you're in here, adding an extension, it's the same principle as the app. You have the overview with the different screenshots, a little bit about what the extension does, the website, and some additional information. Obviously, you can click on reviews as well to read about it, support if you want to get in contact with the company, and then related if there's something similar to it. But from here, I would definitely make sure that you are using the Google actual Hangouts. And you can see it's offered by Google. This syncs with your account. You can also download this app for your phone as well and be able to chat with your friends and that way too. I already have it added to my Chrome, so I'm going to go ahead and click close. Another extension I use is called Grammarly. It's basically a spell checker and grammar checker. While you're composing your emails or in Google Docs, basically anything that you're typing within your Chrome browser, you can start typing, and as you do, it's going to come up with a little underline underneath of it. You can mouse over it. You don't have to right-click on it, but Grammarly is going to give you suggestions. Did you mean for it to be this? It should be plural, so should you add an apostrophe to it? You can also click ignore if this is maybe a spelling test or something you're trying to create for your kids, because obviously maybe you're spelling something wrong, or maybe a grammar paper, you're obviously not putting grammar in there on purpose. But then as soon as you mouse over what the word is, you can then click on the correct word. But again, you can read more about it and you can add it to your account. I'm going to go ahead and close out of that one. I'm going to show you another one that I use on an not maybe everyday basis, but this is called TechSmith and Snagit. This is another extension that's fantastic. If you do a lot of screenshots, or if you're taking clips of information and needing it to send at some point in time to somebody, maybe just a screenshot of the, but you don't want the whole screen, you just want a part of it. So here in their example, they say 10,000 schools using Chromebooks. What they do is then they went to their app, they took a little snippet from it, it goes to save it, you can name it, and then you actually get it from your Google Drive. It creates a new folder within your Google Drive, so you have to allow those permissions first. And I can show you a little bit here. Let me close this. Here's this actual extension itself. So I'm just going to click on that. Of course, I have it for my other account set up, so it may not let me use this here. Let me see if it'll let me do it. No, probably not. But regardless, but you can take snippets and it saves it to your drive, and you'd go back to your actual Google Drive. You would pull up your account. You would find the folder called TechSmith, because that's the name of the company. And then the picture that you just saved would be in there. And then from there, you can upload it to the email that maybe you're trying to send. You can upload it to anything that you would be wanting to send your picture to. Another couple great I would recommend installing the Google Classroom extension called Share to Classroom. And this is great because you can instantly share to your Google, you can share to your classroom that's in your Google Classroom the same web page that you're on. So if I had it installed currently on my browser right here, I'd be able to click my icon here at the top, and it's going to send the link that I'm currently on to all of my students in my classroom. So it's it allows you to pick which classroom, obviously, to send it to. So if you have multiple ones, you can send it to the one, obviously, that you're currently in, and it sends it out. So that's another great one that you'll want to add if you utilize Google Classroom. Google Keep also has an extension. It allows you to quickly capture what's on your mind and share that with others. You can also speak into it. You can grab a photo and you can add that straight with there. So that's another extension that you can do. The Save to Google Drive, that's another one. Save to Google Drive. It allows you to find a picture or something that's actually on the internet. You can right-click on it, such as it does in this image here, and it says Save Image to Google Drive. Also save a link straight to your Google Drive, and it shows you a little bit about that. So rather than having to right-click, save the picture, save it onto your computer, then later upload it into your Google Drive, this extension is great because it allows you to save everything straight to your Google Drive account. They used to have a wonderful extension called Google Chrome to Phone, but it looks like that no longer is supported. You may be able to try it. I'm not 100% sure if it still works or not. But what the basic philosophy was with that, you could send something straight from your Chrome browser to your phone, maybe such as a simple reminder. The read and write for Google Chrome is a fantastic extension that I would definitely add, especially if you have students with learning disabilities, dyslexia. It's a great extension for them. It's very easy to use. You can hear words, passages, the whole documents that'll read out loud for easy to follow, and it also has dual color highlighting. You can see the meanings of words explained with text and picture dictionaries. You can hear text translated into other languages, and you can get suggestions of for the current or next word as you type. There's several different things that this app actually offers, and it's really fantastic. I'm sorry, the extension offers. So that's another one that you can add to your Chrome. I'm going to go back to the main web store here, and again, just click on extensions. And you can browse your extensions just like you do your apps. And from here, you can click to view all the new and updated extensions, the editor picks, customize your tab, personalize Chrome. Again, there are thousands that you can choose from. So you can take your time and go through there. I just went over a couple ones that I definitely use on a daily basis. I want to show you now if there's an issue. I've had a couple problems where I've added an extension to my account, and from there maybe it's caused a couple problems. Something wasn't acting right. Maybe I would go to open something in my Google Docs from my Drive, and it wouldn't open as it should. When that happens and you notice that your account's acting a little funny, the best practice is to go back to what you just added, whether it be an app or an extension, and from there, either remove it or disable it. If you're still having that problem, then you know it wasn't either of those. Maybe it wasn't you downloaded before that. But if that problem actually stopped and it's not doing it anymore, it could have just been an issue with the actual app or extension. So again, to remove the app, we had to go to the web store, we right-clicked on the app, and we clicked remove from Chrome. But your extensions are a little bit different, and I'll show you how to get to your extensions. We're gonna click right here on the menu button that's under your red X on the right of your account, and we're gonna click More Tools. And once that box opens, we're going to mouse over to extensions. From here, this opens another window in your Chrome browser. And here this displays all the extensions that you have installed and downloaded to your Chrome account. From here, you can actually enable and disable it. So if this is an app that maybe you think this was the last one you installed, and maybe you think this is the one that's causing the problem, you can click enable to disable it actually. So see how it went from colorful, and by clicking enabled, I'm actually disabling it, and it grayed it out. So now I know this this extension is not active right now. So I'll be able to troubleshoot. Am I still having this issue? No, okay. So I know it was the actual extension itself. I can then from here click the delete the trash can, and it's going to remove it from Chrome. But if this wasn't the one having the issue, I can click re-enable and use it this way for now. Or maybe you don't want it anymore. Maybe you know, you used it for something at some point in time, but now it's not serving you the purpose that it needs. You can click the remove from Chrome and remove. So then what that does is it gets rid of it from your extensions and you won't see it up here at the top anymore. And then you can just close that and you're done. One more thing I wanted to go back here and visit. Give me a second here. Within your Google Chrome web browser, it is important that you always keep it up to date. Normally, when your browser, when you close it and you reopen it, the updates go automatically. Some people I see leave their Chrome browser up all the time. Maybe you never log off your computer, which probably isn't the best practice. Regardless, if you never close your Chrome browser, you must do it every once in a while. If you look right here, your menu icon should always look like these three little gray lines. But if you happen to keep it open and you notice some green, yellow, and red start coming at the top, this is kind of a quick little breakdown of what it looks like. And normally updates happen in the background, and when you close and reopen your computer's browser, that's when they take effect. But again, if you haven't closed your browser in a while, here's what those colors mean. The green means that there's updates have been available for 2 days, orange means 4, and red means it's been at least 7 days since you've closed your browser. So let's close it and reopen it. Again, in the top right, you click the Chrome menu. You can click Update Google Chrome. And if you don't see this button, you're on the latest version. And then you can click Relaunch. So you can close your browser and open it. And if that still doesn't get rid of the colors, then click the menus, click Update Google Chrome, and then it'll relaunch. The browser saves your open tabs in Windows and reopens them automatically when it starts. If you prefer not to restart right away, you can click Not Now. The next time you restart your browser, the update will be applied. All right, well, I think that's it, and it's going to wrap it up for me today. If you would like to register for further trainings, you can check out this link. I don't believe we have the current ones updated at the moment, but we will send out an email as soon as we get those ready to go for March, and we'll be able to move on from there. But you can always check out google.ecoesc.org for our current list of trainings. And I'll go ahead and throw my information back up here at the top. Again, my name is Dana Atwood. You can contact me for any questions. You can also find me on Google+. Thanks for joining in today, and we'll catch you later.